So what we are really doing is, so this cardstock paper is 15 by 15 inches. Okay. That is what the pastel is called as pastel negomi. And that is what traditionally a pastel negomi is done with. Like that is a size. And the whole idea is that, you know, it is it's a small canvas. And then you can complete it very quickly. So you just tape it down.
You said 15 by 15?
Yeah, but you can do with whatever you have right now on hand.
Okay.
Okay. So I have used this is artist's tape, and the reason why so masking tape I find that it has very high tack, so it rips the paper.
Yes.
So this one has a little less tack. Sometimes it still rips the paper, but not as not like a masking tape. Okay. So what we will do is we will just, like I said, we'll just do a very, very simple project. And what I like to start with is, like I have this is my X-Acto knife, okay? And
Oh, let me grab my X-Acto knife.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So let me turn on one more light. So I'm going to take some white, just some white, and we'll just go all over. And the reason for adding the white is because it gives a really soft feel to the finished project. And we're going to be doing some layering as well on this.
So is the workshop that you're doing or the classes for this, are they live or they're recorded?
The ones that you have in the account are recorded.
Yeah, I mean, but is this part of what's on the recording?
No, this is not on the recording.
So this particular style that we're doing now, when you said you had classes coming up, are they pre-recorded or is it live?
They will probably, I have not yet thought of it yet. Most likely, I think I will do it pre-recorded just so that it's just easier on people's schedules. So within the course, you will see there's a link to a community.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the purpose of that is that we all share our projects, whatever we do, like whatever when you finish the course, the workshop series, and when you finish this project that we're doing right now, you can post pictures in there. Just like share, really come together and we all share things together. So it will be a mix of, I'm going to say live, recorded, all kind of, so that we have that variety going.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so once you have this white there, you want to use your fingertips in a circular motion. And you want to blend that into the paper. Okay. So I want to make sure it's okay. That's done. And the next step is going to be, I'm going to just pick colors at random. And whatever I'm feeling like, whatever colors like you like, anything of that sort, And I'm just going to go very randomly, same with my X-Acto knife. Just going to scrape them with my X-Acto knife like all over. Oh, it's yellow, maybe an orange, yellow. So the thing with pastel Nigomi is really blending of the colors on your canvas. And there's many techniques. So the one that I'm showing you today is just a very simple one of the techniques. Well, maybe a lime green. Okay, so we got that. So we have all these different colors, and then I'm going to start blending them so that we have a nice multicolor mix on the base. You don't want to mix everything because if you mix everything, it will become like brown. So just so you can see if you feel that there's less color there, you can put in some more. Okay. The one thing that I like to keep with me is some baby wipes so that I can keep my hand clean. Now, after this, what we'll do is we are going to take some scrap paper. Okay. And I will just keep my scrap paper. I want to mark this area here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this here. And I'm just going to fold. So I have the size of my surface. And then I am going to if you have a scissor, you can use a scissor. If you want to just rip it like I have done, it is fine. Okay. And then, so this size is here, this way. Okay. And I'm just going to, so what the next step we'll do is we're going to just draw a flower, like just like a, where is my pencil? Just like any flower that you want, that you like. So you can draw it from the side. You want to draw multiple flowers, whatever, but let's go with simple, just one single flower.
On the scrap sheet of paper.
On the scrap paper, yeah, because we have the size now here. We have the size of the paper over here. See, this is exactly the size of this canvas here. And I'm going to place it over here. And just like, I'm just drawing any, so I don't have anything in mind. I just drew that. So I'm going to take this out and I am going to now cut it. So what we are really doing is we are creating a sort of a stencil. If you want to, if you are somebody who works with stencils, you can use those as well. Okay. This way, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So Pastel Nigomi also pushes your boundaries to embrace imperfection and really have fun with the process. Okay, so we have the stencil, right? And I'm going to place the stencil back onto my canvas here. And I'm just going to tape it down.
I'm still cutting mine out.
It's okay, take your time. You will need an eraser also after this if you want to grab an eraser.
Oh, I was supposed to keep that intact. Oh, I cut it out like this.
This is fine. Oh, yeah. You need to keep the outside. You threw that away?
Yeah, I cut all through it.
Okay, it's okay. Do it again if you want. Okay, so now here's this. Just stop, Trina. So the piece that you have, put that on your paper. I'll tell you another technique with that.
Okay.
So what this will, so it'll be a reverse thing, okay? So let's do it that way because you have it this way. So I will take mine out. Okay, and here is mine. So I'm going to put mine here.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do is now the only tricky part is you'll have to hold this because we are not able to, or you can actually take some masking tape and just tape it very closely over here. Just so that it sticks to the surface. That's a little bit, that's all. And we can remove that and fix it later on.
Okay.
Okay. Done?
Okay, got it.
So now you take an eraser, like any eraser that you will have. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be erasing the outside. Okay, not fully, but just lightly. So usually what I like to do is, and you don't have to do it right now because this was an unplanned. I just wanted to see what, oh, awesome. You're wonderful. So we have this, we have this eraser. So with this, you can just go and you can start erasing. You can just start lifting color. Okay. Make sure you hold this down because it's not going to stick very well. So hold down your stencil. Yeah. You can even use a white eraser if you don't have the other one, you can do that too. And I'll show for the people on the call later on, I'll show them. So you can start using this. Be just very gentle. The advantage of the kneadable eraser, this is a kneadable eraser. The advantage is that it lifts off color very gently. So you can buy, and they're not very expensive to buy. So it's kind of nice to have a few in stock.
Yes, I like these. I use them with the charcoal.
Yes. You keep lifting the color for as much as, because what this will do is it will create a sort of a silhouette in the middle of the flower cutting that you have.
Okay.
Just make sure you're not removing all the color and keep kneading your eraser as you go. So as you knead, you will see that the cleaner part comes out. I don't know if you can see mine here. You can see the silhouette being created here,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Right. Let me see what mine.
You want to erase a bit more, then the white eraser is very handy. But like I said, do not erase all of it. And having this is just a makeup brush I got from I think it's from the drugstore. So that is also something handy to keep with you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so once this is done, so do not remove this flower template over here. So once you're happy with the way because by erasing the color, we've lightened it. Okay, now we're going to add color to it. So now
Okay.
for adding color, yeah. So for adding color, you can pick now brighter colors. So what will start to happen is that there's already base color over here. And now, for example, I want to add some more of my pink or red, whatever it is. So I'm going to do that on here. Do it on all four corners. And maybe I want to add a little bit of yellow or maybe not yellow, maybe a purple. So don't be afraid to use color. Okay, you know what? First I will, so once you've added the colors, so what I want to do is I want to blend this first and then I'm going to add the other color. So I'm adding this and I am blending it. I'm blending it all around. So you see the colors, the way they are now, there's so many colors that are showing from beneath. That is the power of layering. Okay, I got that. And then I want to add just a dash of purple. The reason why I did not put purple along with the red is because I don't want them mixing. And they mix, it forms like a muddy kind of a color. So here I've done the red and I just want to add a dash of purple, maybe just around these areas, like over here, around the petals, just to give it a little bit of a darker shade, okay? So I will just do this and I'm making sure that I am scraping off this purple only on the sides. And you can do whatever you want, any way you like. Sometimes when I'm doing something like this, what I also tend to do is I have these ceramic palettes. So I will scrape off my color over here and I will use this fingertip to put in the color here. So I have the purple over here and I'm going to start blending on just the sides of the petals. I think I want a little bit darker. So I'm going to do it in layers so that you don't make the whole painting muddy. And have patience, go slow. This is a really good way of even slowing. Painting in general is a very good way of slowing down as well. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this. And I'm just going to gently remove my stencil. So you can see that silhouette there.
Oh, nice.
And now what we are going to be doing is we want to create some kind of, and that is where probably this piece, the piece that you threw away, this is handy over here. But if you don't have that, no worries. So what you want to do is you can take another scrap piece of paper, okay? And you can just cut, and this is something we will use again. So take another piece of paper and just circles of, just do say 3 or 4, some big, some small, and maybe cut them apart like this. So I'm just going to cut them. Okay, and you want to keep them apart, and for the reason is I'll show you here. So you want to have 4 different ones like this. So 4 different pieces. Actually, this is the wrong way of doing it. My bad. So ignore this one. So what you want to do is take this piece, cut it in, fold it into half, okay? And then cut the circle. You get this. Okay. Or if you don't want to do this, then in that case, you draw this and then use your X-Acto knife to cut the circle, because we want this whole piece. We want the external piece and not the circle that is coming out from there. There we go. So we want you to keep this piece. Okay, we do not want this piece, we want this piece.
Okay.
So when you draw it on your paper, I think the easier way is to use your X-Acto knife and cut it. And that is why having a mat like this one, this is a cutting mat, is always nice to have that. So I have 2, and I think I'll do 1 more actually, maybe 2 more. Okay. Now take the biggest one and place it in the middle here, okay, in the middle of the flower. And again, you want to take your kneadable eraser this way and just erase the middle. Once that is done, I think I'm going to tape this down. Just tape it down very lightly so that you don't lift the color off when you remove this. Once that is down, I'm going to take some dark brown and I'm just scrape it over here. So we lifted the color and then we are adding color back to it in this particular area. And then just blend it. Make sure it's nicely blended. And then you can take a yellow or a white, whichever your preference is, and go ahead and make some dots in there. I'll just show them give me 1 second and I'll show you what I did. If you want to do a mix of yellow and even black, you can do that as well. Okay, so you can see that dots. And then we are going to remove this and you can see there. Okay. And gently, be very gentle. You're doing okay, Trina? Okay. Now the next step is you want to give in some, some shades in here. So you can take a black or maybe a gray, you don't have to have it black, and just go ahead and maybe create. So you see this line, this petal is over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and join this line over here, just so that I'm completing the flower. You want, you can even do the outline. Just to give it some kind of a structure. And then we are going to give it some shade, some shading in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just give it these kind of lines. So I'm using my pointy edge and at the same time also flattening it as well. So I'm going, this is my pointy edge, and now I'm flattening it to give it a little bit more of that brushed kind of a thing. You see here? Okay. Okay. And the next thing that I want to do is, so now we are really embellishing the flower. That's what we're really doing. So now these lines, you can see these lines, these are very sharp. So I'm not liking that. So what I will do is I will use a an earbud. Okay, I have an earbud and I'm going to start blending them. Like I'm going to start softening these edges with my earbud. So you can go in a circular motion to really soften and also give it a kind of a shade as well. Go do the inward movement. Do not take it outside. Put it inside. You can do the same to the lines inside. And I'm also going to take some little bit of red with my, so I have some red over here. So what you can do is you can, scrape off some red separately on a piece of paper, and with your pinky finger, go ahead and you can start giving it a little bit more shading in there. So we're trying to make it look as realistic as possible. I'm going to put some red lines as well in there. And then we'll go ahead and soften them as well with our earbud. So I have my earbud, which is like flat. I'm not using the point, just so that because I want to really soften this. I'm softening and blending at the same time. Okay. We good?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you show me what you've done?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, very nice. Just the black lines, just soften them a little bit using your earbud.
Okay.
You can do that even later on. Okay. And now finally, the last step is, these circles that we had created, this one here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing is I am going to be taking my, there's another eraser that we use in this, and it is this retractable eraser. But if you don't have this kind of an eraser, don't worry about it. So you can use the white eraser. The white erasers generally are at home, or you can even use the this one, the moldable one. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be using these circles to make bubbles. And you can even get templates off Amazon. If it's a really cool template to have if you are somebody who does
Oh, look at that.
yeah. So this is a template I have. This is a template which is actually specific to pastel Nigomi, but everyone does not have this. That's why we make these bubble templates,
Mm-hmm.
which are actually very effective as well.
A pastel stencil you just showed me?
pastel negomia, these ones. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to be putting this one here, okay? And I'm going to start erasing very, very lightly. Not and keep and do not keep the corner. Use the flat edge of your eraser on here. Okay. So it's going to give this kind of a effect. You can see this one here. And we can even go over the petals and create like this. And then you can use the smaller one as well. You see that? It's the effect that you are seeing here. So you will do it all over. You can even do it in the flower. It creates a very dreamy kind of a look. Different. So we're going to be doing different sizes. So do not remove all of the color. You want to keep some of the color. Let's get in some bigger ones. And I'll show you how to use this one as well. You can see the whole project now coming together. Like almost like half. So you can do yeah. I think I'm going to stop here. One, this corner. There we go. There it is. Okay. I would just spend a little bit more time in softening up these black edges. Just a tiny bit more time.
Right, here's what mine looks like with the,
Nice. Cute. Yeah. And then after this, once you've done that, and then we remove the tape. This can make a really nice greeting card, like, or even you can use multiples. You can make multiples of these and put them all together. Okay, so there we go.
nice.
Right, so it's just a very simple technique. And what I like to typically do is I like to write my name, like here, and I like to I like to give it a name, like a title, for example. And then I put my name and the month and the year over here. So right now, a name I cannot figure out. Right now, I can't think. And the other last piece would actually be to spray it with the adhesive, with the spray adhesive. And
Yes, I have that, but I'll spray it afterwards out.
yeah,
out on
once you're done, yeah, the fixative, not the adhesive. So this is the pastel fixative. So you
Mhm.
want to spray it because you need to set the color, but that you do only once you are done completely. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll be having another session, the same way, a live session again on Friday at the same time. And
Friday
what
at 1.
1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. And the join link is the same like today, and I will send out a reminder email as well. I hope there's more people who can join us.
Okay.
I'm hoping. Yeah, and I'll try to think of the project ahead of time so that I can send you the materials. But typically the materials that I will be using is usually people who do painting and all that stuff, they usually have them at home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had everything that you had except that stencil, which I like that stencil you have.
Yeah, it's fine. You can look it up online.
I did. I tried to look it up on Amazon, but I didn't see it. I looked up
You can
pastel
yeah, you can just get the
stencil.
bubble stencil from Amazon, whichever you are able to get.
Pastel bubbles.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, yeah. And that will also work really. So this one you can make, and again, we'll be there's more, like I said, there's more workshops that I'm in the process of planning, and then I'll share more ideas as to how we can make these. And the course and the workshop series that you have access to right now goes over some ideas. There I'm introducing the concept of inchies and twinchies. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
Yeah, so go over the workshop and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this was fun. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. Okay. So you take care, and I will see you next on Friday. And
Mhm.
go to the workshop and introduce yourself in the community.
Okay.
And even this work that you just did, just take a picture and post it there.
Will do. Thank you, Alka.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.